Pain in Our Head podcast contains themes of coarse language, adult themes, and the discussion of mental health themes. Some content may be emotionally challenging. If you or someone you know is at risk, please visit the description for mental health and suicide prevention contacts. Enjoy the show. What's going on, everyone? Caleb here.
Howdy, I'm Christian.
Welcome to this week's episode of the Pain in Our Head podcast. Brilliant to be back this week. What's going on, Christian? What's been happening?
Not much. It's been a massive week at work this week, and it's been good though. Mental health is strong.
It's good.
Really taken a good standpoint in a few interactions with friends this week, and took a bit of time to refresh and rejuvenate.
Good.
Which is good tie-in for this week's topic.
Really is.
So,
Yeah.
I cancelled all my plans for the weekend and was like, no, I need me time. I need to chill the fuck out because I am so burnt out and I need to step back. So, yeah, that's going to be a good tie-in. How about you?
Yeah, look, busy week as well. I don't even remember this week. It was a lot of work. I mean, it was so busy because it's the end of the school term. And as you know, I do some online tutoring or coaching. And yeah, end of the term, lots of assignments to check over and lots of calls that they book in to get some help on assignments and things like that. So yeah, it's been a really busy week for me.
Yeah, nice.
It's we were talking about biscuits over the last couple of days.
Good bicky.
Do love a good bicky. Before we talk about the biscuits, what do you like biscuits with? Like, is it like a tea or coffee?
No,
or
yeah.
just straight up biscuit?
No, like it. I haven't done it for a long time. So for now, yeah, definitely just straight up biscuits. Like in my loader at work, like I've got a packet of Scotch Fingers with me because Scotch Fingers are god tier biscuits. And I'll just snack on them because I have, like, in the morning. I start at 5 and I don't get smoko until 9:30, so it's a big fucking gap between when I get to eat food. So I got my snacks with me, and in the afternoon's the same thing. It's lunchtime finishes at 12:30, and I don't finish until 4:30. So it's a massive window of like, I'm really hungry and I'm struggling to finish the shift. So I snack on my biscuits. But I used to enjoy like a hot Milo.
Oh, yeah.
Scotch Fingers getting dipped into a hot Milo. Oh, yeah. I'm going to buy some Milo today.
Scotch Fingers are awesome. Now, do you snap them in half, or are you sadistic and just don't tell me you don't snap them. You got to snap them. Oh my God.
I used to split them in half, but now I'm actually getting like a really good satisfaction. So like I'll grab the whole Scotch finger and I'll bite it, and I'll use my tongue to split it in half in my mouth. I don't know why. It just satisfies the shit out of me. I'm just like, and it splits in half.
Well, that's acceptable. Now I have to break it. As soon as I pick one up, it's got to come into two. Got to snap it in half. And nothing pisses me off more when you go to snap it and you fuck it up. And you're like, you get just the top. Just the top snaps off and you think, what the fuck? I almost just throw it out and start again.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love a good bicky. And like, my top tier bickies would have to be, Scotch Finger, Double Coat Tim Tams, and Ice Vovos.
So I can get with the Tim Tam. The Ice Vovo, though, I mean, I wouldn't not eat one, but it'd be well and truly down the list. But that's everything like strawberry and raspberry kind of biscuits. Yeah, like, hit and miss.
What about like a good jam drop? from like a bake sale or like just from like the bakery or
A
whatever.
nice, like, proper, like, baked one. Yeah, fuck yeah. Jam drops from, like, maybe a packet. I don't know.
I
The
get it.
raspberry or whatever it is, the jam's just a little bit too artificial for me, I think. Just not as...
I remember you used to be able to buy like Arnott's jam drops in like the packets, like the like, your standard like rectangle packet of biscuits that Arnott's always come in. You'd buy like a packet of those. They were good. They were so fucking good. I haven't seen them in years.
There is one biscuit, I think it's Arnott's as well, and it's like a round biscuit, and it's filled with jam in the middle, but there's a hole on top as well. And those are like raspberry ones, and there's a heap of sugar on top of it as well. I fuck with those. I don't remember what they're called, but yep. Don't know what they're called.
Okay.
If someone knows what they're called, please let me know. Put it in the comments. But my favorite, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this because I know you already don't like them. Ginger nut biscuits. Yep. With a tea. Oh man. With a tea or even a coffee. Yep. Ginger nut biscuits.
Do you dunk them in your coffee?
Yeah. Yep. Oh, yep. Sometimes. Yep.
Yuck.
Yep.
Coffee's sacred. Don't put anything in your coffee.
I used to think coffee was sacred. I used to be like, I used to work in coffee shops as a barista, but now I don't, and I only have one coffee a day. No, I'm just that instant coffee person now. That's it. Don't even have like a little pod machine or anything. No, instant coffee in my beautiful Batman mug. So I'm a big Batman nerd.
I'm a Marvel boy. I'm not a DC guy.
You've never told me this. I've never.
I
have you? Have we talked about this?
Yeah.
I've never been so disappointed in you in my life.
I like some DC things. Like I fucking lived for Arrow when it came out. Like, that was a great TV show. I enjoyed the shit out of that. But just the DC movies were always so
they're shit.
trashed here.
Oh, they're shit. Yeah. I like when it comes to like the universe and like the cinematic universe. Marvel absolutely has trumped the shit out of DC. Well, that's why we've got James Gunn now. So we're hoping for some really nice live action movies. But see, what I like about DC is the DC animated movies, which a lot of people wouldn't go out of your way to watch. Yeah. But they're really good. They're true to the comics, a lot of them, and yeah, they're good. They're good stories. So
okay, yeah. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, good shit. Anyway,
so I feel like we should probably be a little bit like backwards here and do a little bit of music discussion before we go into the
mental health. Why not? Let's be selfish and do whatever we want to do.
So the Knotfest is on today in Brisbane.
It is. It's up here,
and the lineup shit. I'm just going to be straight up and call it as it is. Look, like it's shit.
I wouldn't go out of my way, hey, like to actively buy a ticket, have the fuck around of trying to get into the RNA showgrounds as well. And if you're not from Brisbane or if you've never been to Brisbane before or the RNA showgrounds, and you don't understand how much of a fuck around it is to get to that area, park somehow. Like it's just, yeah, you can catch public transport, but it's out of the way. It's right next to the Royal Women's Hospital still, if I'm correct, unless they've changed the name. I think it's still the Royal Women's. Anyway, it's a nightmare. It's a mess. So I think Knotfest last year, I think the lineup was a lot better, I think. And I went and dropped Taylor and her friend off last year. And even that, just dropping them off, nightmare. So,
who's Taylor?
You know who Taylor is. She's gonna hate that. She's gonna hate that. Yeah. So, Knotfest, no. Look, nothing too interesting there.
No. And like we were speaking about it before we started the podcast. We were having a bit of a shit talk to warm up, and I said to Caleb that just the state of like live music really fucking died for so long after Soundwave just tanked. So AJ Marta, I think his name was, the guy that like ran Soundwave, like just drove it in the ground, bankrupted it, didn't pay all the bands that played, and got binned. And like Soundwave was huge. I fucking loved Soundwave. I still enjoyed it even when they tried to do like the whole like this 2-day split or whatever it was. Um, it was fine, but just the amount of like different bands that you just at the time I didn't ever go to gigs. It was just that really. It was just Soundwave and see all the bands that I wanted to see.
Good variety too, like from my memory.
Yeah,
which is cool. A lot of the grunge bands that I like played Soundwave. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, it wasn't just metal. It was a heap of different stuff, but a lot of really good metal that just didn't really come to tour Australia. And then also because they were in Australia for Soundwave, they'd do side shows. So you'd have a chance to go and see these bands play like a small set while they were in the area. So that was cool. I met so when I went down to one Soundwave, I actually got to meet some of the guys from Mastodon and Down.
Yeah.
So oh man, you need to remind me after this. There is the seediest photo of me that you will ever fucking see with Brent Hines, the guitarist from Mastodon. So massive fan. Like this guy is an absolute legend. And I met him. I was at a club just having a couple of drinks and he was there and I was just like, holy shit. And I was like, he was off guts, like completely off guts. He was on something. He was wasted as shit. And I was like, dude, like your music's fucking amazing. Like, can I get a photo with you? And he's like, yeah. So I went to get this photo and this chick just like came and like stood in front of me. So here's me like trying to get a photo with Brent Hines, smiling like a fucking idiot. And my girlfriend at the time like took the photo. And so it looks like I'm just photo bombing the fuck out of him. So here's Brent with this chick, and here's me, but over his shoulder, like. And like the worst part is it's a really poorly lit club, so I'm like really like darkened in the background. Like it's atrocious. I'll have to find that one and show it to you. And I'd straightened my hair. I was trying to grow my hair out, and I just like center parted it and just gone bloop with just like straight as fuck hair. Like I looked like a fucking idiot. Even my girlfriend was like, "Are you going out like that?" And I was like, "Yeah, what's wrong with it?" She's like,
well, I would have been embarrassed too.
Yeah. It's a bad photo. Like it is a honest to God bad photo. So I'll share that with you later.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, it's terrible like when you meet like some people that you really like from bands, and you finally get a photo opportunity, and you just pull the dumbest face. Oh, yep.
Yeah, well, I showed you that photo of me with the lead singer from Amon Amarth, where I was like so excited that instead of doing the horns, I was like, my fingers were like fucking this. But I was so goddamn pumped. Biggest fangirl.
It's awesome. It's great.
Yeah. I guess we'll crack on.
Yeah, well, we're going to talk about being selfish this week. Interesting topic. It's not a strong like mental health topic, you would say, but I think it's important.
No,
I think it's really important.
It definitely is.
Yeah, it is. I think it backs on from last week's episode where we talked about addictions, and I remember, for me going through the process of recovering or getting over addictions and that sort of thing, being selfish is a massive thing for going through that sort of thing, because you need time to work. You've got to really work on yourself, through those stages. So yeah, I guess that's why I really wanted to talk about being selfish, why it's important for your mental health. So yeah, do you want to chat a bit, because you were talking to me before about, you decided this weekend was one of those weekends for you where you had to be a little bit selfish. I'm gonna start putting these all together. There's gonna be a remix of all Christian's burps. I'm gonna find some awesome music to put behind it.
I'm pretty. Well, wasn't it last week where we were in the break, like the part that we cut out, and I dropped my cuts. I like had my feet up on the desk too. It was like,
I'll find it. I'll put it on social media.
I'm never safe. There's no safe place for me. Anyway, so yeah. So this week's been tiring. It's been very tiring. I've had a lot going on. So, like, I started off the week in a fucking shit place. Like, I spoke to you about it. I had quite a large falling out with a very important friend of mine. And unfortunately, it was no fault of my own. It was just they were going through a very, very traumatic experience. And I happened to wear a lot of the backlash of it. And I could see that and identify it for what it was. So I was able to just go, yep, okay, this isn't my fault. This is just part of their coping mechanism at the moment. And while it may not be healthy, I can understand that and not take it too personally. It still took a toll. I was still quite frustrated and emotionally drained. And then, combine that with the massive week at work. We were under the pump and just really draining week, like just super draining week. And my shoulder was playing up. I had a toothache for like 3 days. So one of the nights I literally had an hour sleep. It was 2:30 before I fell asleep, and my alarm goes off at 3:30. So that was a fucking long day for me.
Yeah.
So Friday rolled around and I just said to everyone, I was like, hey, look, I'm done with this week and I need me time because I am burnt out. I've reached my limit.
Yeah.
And then I need to stop. I need to recover, need to recenter myself and just because I can't help people if I'm burnt out. And like I know like that's not my job to help people, but it's what I do. It's just part of who I am.
Yeah, no, really. Like we talked not last week, it would have been the week before, in the help me help you episode about how important it is to be able to be in the right mindset. We've talked about mindsets too. Gosh, it's almost like these episodes just tie in with each other. Anyway, we talked about how important it is to be able to give the best help that you can at that point in time. So if you can't do that, it's really important to take that time to yourself, recharge your social battery, I guess, is the term for it. Social battery. Because if your social battery is low, I know I'm a prick. I am. If my social battery is low and someone's trying to talk to me, I'm probably not going to pay attention and, probably end up saying something stupid. I say lots of stupid things anyway, but yeah, it's important to recharge. It's important to recharge the battery. Take the time for yourself, reset. Because I think if you don't, you just keep you keep burning out even further. Like a candle only burns out to a certain point, and then it goes out. That's it. So you're only going to get to a certain point, and then it's going to be it. You're going to have no more fucks to give, and sometimes you need to be able to give those fucks. Sometimes with work and I don't know, relationships and things like that, you got to be able to give fucks. So take the time, recharge your battery, and have some me time. Me time. Sorry, acting like a immature person here. Anyway,
it's bad when I didn't go there.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah. What is what is time outlook for you then? We've talked about different sort of things that we like to do, but you said you're going to take sort of weekend off. We're obviously recording this, so you've spoken about how recording the podcast has been something that is good that you do for you. Well, not just for you, but you do it because you enjoy it and you feel like it helps you unwind from a week and things like that. So, what are sort of some other things that you like to do to help recharge your social battery? Be a bit selfish sometimes.
So for me, this weekend I got junk food. I got takeaway.
Okay, what'd you get?
AFC, obviously.
Yuck. Who doesn't
Sometimes I
like
just
KFC?
want to reach through the fucking camera and just fucking go look.
No, can't do KFC. Rank as shit ever. Rank. Yuck.
Oh,
Nah, awful.
I'm going to when we finally meet up in person, like I'm going to sit on your chest and I'm going to force feed you KFC. Like I'm going to get some hot and crispy, like boneless pieces and just be like, eat it for daddy.
I think I've had too much in my life, and it just anyway. I've met my threshold, but anyway, yep, good, great KFC. No, good for you though.
Yeah, so yeah, KFC, iced coffee, Coca-Cola.
Do you get no sugar, or you get the hard stuff?
Generally, I get no sugar, but I decided to treat myself and go for some hard shit.
Right, nice.
I hit the full stuff.
Yeah, nice.
There's nothing quite like especially when it's really hot too, like a fresh cold can of Coke, and you're just like, oh. But anyway, so yeah, I started watching Reacher on Amazon Prime Video.
Great show.
And a buttload of gaming and singing. And it was great. I feel fucking good. Like I didn't really I'd say I caught up on some sleep. Like I had a nap after work on Friday and then ruined it by staying up till like 3 a.m. with you Friday night.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And then I had a little sleep in Saturday morning. And then I had a really good nap Saturday. And then I stayed up till like midnight last night.
Yep.
So tonight will be I say tonight's going to be an early night, but it fucking won't. Whatever. But yeah, that's me. That's my
good
shit.
Though, like being selfish, just and it's not being selfish in terms of being an asshole to people or anything like that. We are talking about more or less just taking the time away to look after yourself, and that's a really important part of mental health, looking after yourself. So whatever that might look like for you, take the day, take half the day, take the time to do some stuff that you need to do for yourself. And it helps. It really does. It gives you the capabilities of being able to, help others. Your mindset is a lot clearer. I think mine definitely is when I take that time to be selfish and do some things for me. So your decision making, in terms of decision making when it comes to like relationships and important decisions that you've got to make and things like that, I feel like I'm a lot more clear minded when I need to make those decisions. So I think it's really good. Yeah, be selfish. I tell Taylor all the time to be selfish.
Is my mic picking up that noise?
No, I don't think so. No. Yeah, no, you're good.
Some neighbours listening to music full fucking bore again today. It's shit music all day yesterday too.
What music?
Like radio, generic shit.
Okay.
I hate the radio. I fucking hate listening to just radio stations. It's just the same shit on repeat. Even the ones like, oh, we're different. We listen to this. And it's like, yeah, but you play those same fucking songs over and over again. There's no discovering new stuff. It's always just the same old shit. Yeah. And then it's full of a million ad breaks.
Yeah, the ad breaks suck. I don't mind Triple M, but again, it's the same. Like they'll play the same stuff, but at least I enjoy the music that is played on Triple M. So
yeah, I think I enjoyed a little bit of Triple M, but the same thing. Like it's the same bands over and over again.
Yeah, it is. It's the same songs over and over again. They started doing a no repeat workday, which was awesome. Back when I was younger, back in high school, I worked at a fruit shop, and we used to just blast the radio through the shop. This is before. Oh gosh, this is back in my day. It's like we didn't have the ability to blast like Spotify through a business or like that sort of thing. Unless you had CDs or whatever and you're blasting it that way. But yeah, so a lot of the time you'd walk into a store and it was just radio. So I used to have a couple of managers there, and I'd always enjoy it when I was working through a day and I had one particular manager and he'd always make sure Triple M was on. They were the better days. They made it so much easier to get through the day when that sort of music was playing. Because otherwise I was stuck with like B105 or Nova, and that just made the day go for longer. Like 12-hour days in a fruit shop, the last thing you want to listen to is like Katy Perry on repeat for 12 hours. Don't get me wrong, I love some Katy Perry songs, I really do. But that type of music for 12 hours...
she has some good quality.
She has some... I know, her music is catchy.
Yeah.
Yep. Great. So anyway, yeah, radio, great. I forgot where we were getting to, what we were talking about there, but yeah, be selfish. Go and be selfish. Yeah, go and be selfish. And like I always, it's good to be transparent with it. Like, don't just go and like block yourself out, from the world. Lock yourself in four walls in a room. We spoke about that as a unhealthy coping mechanism. But it's you can doing that. Did I say king? No, I didn't. I don't know.
You did. I wasn't smiling about that when you said locking yourself in these four walls. I was like, time goes flies and the shadows crawl.
Well done. Yeah. So be transparent. Let the people know. Let people around you know what's going on. Like you need some time. You need some time to do, stuff for you. So, and it helps. I think it really does help. And many different things too. Like, I've been actually dabbling in a little bit of DoorDash to make a little bit of extra coin. And one of my orders the other day, I went and picked up like just a whole bag of makeup, and went and dropped it to someone. Anyway, this lady or this girl comes out like in her like, I don't know, bathrobe or whatever, picks up the bag, goes back in, and I'm like, you're obviously having a you day, like go you, like power to you, like have a good day, like I hope you do. Obviously taking some time to be selfish. I know you thought that was going somewhere else, but
I could just hear the fucking Pornhub intro music in my head.
I play that at least once every band practice on the drums. I have to. I'm just that type of person. But it's fine. If you don't know what we're talking about, good. Stay innocent.
I thought you were about to say Google it, and I was just like, damn, all right.
No, I'm not trying to feed anyone's addictions.
While we're talking about it, that also counts as a bit of selfishness. That helps you recharge the batteries.
Yes, look, it does. It does. Look, I've got the explicit box ticked, so we talk about whatever the fuck we want to on this. But yeah, look, there's lots of different ways. This is going on YouTube though. It's fine. There are lots of ways. Yes, Christian, you're right. There are lots of different ways, including those type of things. Yes, there's lots of ways to look after yourself. Eating well, that's a big one for me. And eating, and you're awful. You are bloody awful.
No. I wasn't being dirty. You're saying eating well, and here's me saying, yeah, I went out and got fucking KFC and soft drink.
Well, I just say that this for me. See, if I'm not eating well, I know that I need to take some time out. I don't know.
Because then I get voice messages of, yeah, man, I'm totally sitting on the toilet right now doing the biggest dump.
Yeah, because I probably had some shitty fast food. I hate fast food. It's just rank. Yep. And I talked about my grind with Macca's the other day, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Every fucking time. Now, I don't. For people listening, I don't get fast food a lot. I don't really like it, but sometimes I understand. you're tired, you don't have anything at home, whatever, who cares? So I'll go and I'll get Macca's. That's sort of something that I'll get because it's cheap. It's like average. It's crap, but what you know what you're going to get. Like you're going to get.
It's the Caleb of takeaway. It's just cheap.
It's just cheap and nasty. That's exactly right. Anyway, so I don't go that often, but every single fucking time I go, all I want from there is a chocolate shake. Every time, they're the bomb. They go off for me. I really like them, but every time I fucking go, no, sorry, we can't do chocolate shakes. Would you like? And this is the part that kills me. This is the part that I hate the most. Would you like a chocolate frappe instead? No, I wouldn't like a fucking chocolate fucking frappe. Like, it's not the same. I don't want cream on top of fucking ice and milky water mixed together with shitty chocolate syrup. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Anyway.
Yeah, I get it.
Anyway, I guess they have to ask that, but yeah, anyway, shits me.
So I went to... I'm going to have to find the name of this place because it's in Brisbane. I'm hoping this was years ago, so I'm hoping it's still up and at 'em. So my ex-wife was going to a podiatry conference, and it was held at like a gym, and around the corner was this like little tiny cafe.
Yep.
And they did this. I forget what it was called, but it was like, the mega shake or some shit. And its ingredient list was like bigger than a fucking meal. It came out and it was like, like we're talking like in a glass, like this big. And it was just chockers. And I don't particularly go for chocolate shakes. Like it's not my jam, but this was one. It was the best fucking shake I've had in my life.
Yeah, right.
It had everything. It even had a waffle in it.
Fucking hell.
Like, yeah, it was huge. It was basically a meal, and it was amazing. So I'll have to find out what it is and see if it's still kicking around so you can go and experience that.
I'll check it out. Taylor and I like to go to it's a bakery and a cafe down on the Gold Coast. I don't know the exact suburb, but it's called Paddock Bakery. And they do some awesome shakes there. They've got one shake. It's called the donut shake. And it comes out with like a donut on top. It's not over the top either, but so it's just a cinnamon donut on top of a cinnamon vanilla shake. And I just think it's awesome. Yeah. Not over the top.
I love vanilla.
Yeah. Like I won't get a vanilla shake from like a Macca's or a Hungry Jack's. I think the syrup or whatever they use is but like, yeah, but a good vanilla shake. Yeah, no, nice. I don't fuck with strawberry though.
No, me either.
I can't do strawberry milk. So you know how much of a chocolate milk fan I am. But strawberry milk, won't touch it. To the point that anytime I've lived in a house with someone and they know that if there's chocolate milk there, I will probably steal it. So they started buying strawberry because they knew I wouldn't go near it. It was safe. It was safe in the fridge. Yeah.
Okay.
Housemate's
vacuuming.
That's all right. Doesn't really come through. Vacuuming. That's a good thing to do. Cleaning up. I do that when I need to be selfish. Yeah. I feel like cleaning up or cleaning like some areas that you use a lot. That helps clear my mind too. Massively.
Yeah.
Massively. Yep. I had a really bad mental health day. It was a few weeks ago now. We actually recorded on the Monday. It was the public holiday for you. Whatever day that was. I think it was a few weeks ago.
That was last week.
Was that last week? Monday? Yeah.
So not this Monday, just gone, the one before it.
Yeah, I had an awful mental health day. Yep, just shit house. Absolutely shit house. And I'll mix the podcast. I'll get everything ready, to put it up for the next week. No, didn't do that. And just had an absolute shithouse day and sat around feeling sorry for myself for the first part of it, which is not good. Shouldn't do that. But eventually I was like, all right, what am I going to do? So I actually, cleaned the house. and I felt so much better. Because not even did I feel good about just the fact that I cleaned the house. I felt good about the fact that I actually just gone and did something that day. Like the day didn't go to waste. There's nothing worse than having a really bad mental health day and then spending that day doing nothing. You get to the end of the day, it just makes it even worse because you're like, yeah, I had a shit mental health day and now I've gone and done nothing with my day and now I feel even more shit about it.
That was the heat wave day.
Was it the heat wave day?
That was the whole heat wave weekend. We had an extreme heat wave.
That's right.
I went to the beach.
You did go to the beach.
What up, Caleb?
Very selfish of you.
Yep. But no, you're not wrong. So, like, my desk accumulates shit, especially if I'm having like a big gaming sesh. Like, I'll have like empty cans of soft drink or food wrappers, and it's so satisfying when you're just like, all right, I'm going to take some time out and I'm going to clean everything up nice and pretty. Then you sit down and you're just like, this is a nice space again. I think it helps my gaming too. Like, if I'm having a really bad loss streak and my desk looks like shit, I'll just be like, clean this all up, get back into it, and I'll fucking win.
Oh, look, absolutely. I try and keep my studio as clean as possible because not only do I have clients that come into the studio, but I spend a lot of my time in here. Like, obviously, my computer's here, I game in here. I've got drums, I practice in here. I do, the podcast here. I do and then work from home. I do here. So, yep. No. Look, I strictly work in here. Productive things. Yeah. So.
Didn't say anything.
Good. Excellent. That's good.
You're an animal.
Well, we are all animals. People hate that. Hey, got to be careful you say that too.
I'm probably going to get into an argument today when I go to shopping.
About what?
I'm going to Rundle.
Okay. What's Rundle?
Rundle Street Mall. It's essentially your Queen Street Mall.
Yep, righto. See, I haven't been to Adelaide, but yep, okay.
Quite literally, actually. Just same shit.
Same thing, different street. Yep.
Yeah, it's exact same thing. Like, okay. Yeah. So that's our Rundle is your Queen Street.
Yeah, right.
There's always Bible bashers there.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You've spoken about your Bible bashers before and how much you love them.
Yeah, and I'm in the mood for it too. Be quite satisfying.
They're in your black jacket today as well. Your black leather jacket. Yeah.
I'm thinking of getting my septum pierced today when I go down there, actually, but I don't know.
They'll really love that. You walk past them after that.
Oh, then I'm not going to be in the mood to argue. That'll just be shut the fuck up, left, right, good night.
Oh, yeah, well.
My tolerance for bullshit drastically drops when I'm in pain.
Yeah, I can. I'm the same. That's how I get pissed off when I talked about this in an episode a while ago. Yeah, if I'm in pain, I get pissed off.
Yeah, like my toothache this week has been a good source of piss poor mental health. Like, I'm just like, don't fucking start me today. It's hurting. Like, I'm munching on fucking ibuprofen and paracetamol like they're Tic Tacs.
Us.
So,
well, before we finish up on this sort of conversation, I was just going to talk about one other thing. And again, same as last week, went straight in my head and straight out. It's about like the whole being selfish thing. That's right. Some consistency be selfish things. Sorry, I did not English that very well.
Not really, no.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
I'll try. Yeah, I'll try again. So, when you are being selfish, it's great to take out like time, take out the weekend, take out a day or whatever it is like that. I like to also be selfish in my routine. So I'm very, as you know, routine driven. Nothing gets said or done when it comes to me unless I've woken up. Well, after I've woken up, like I've got to process. It's coffee, and I've got to sit down and take a moment. I can't talk to anyone. Can't do anything. Like, it's get up, feed the dog, grab my coffee, probably go to the shitter, and that's it. Like before I've done any of those things, no, I'm useless to anyone, and I know that. So I'm very selfish, and I
Almost
don't
like
see
you're
it.
ashamed to admit that you vape.
That I vape. No, I'm not ashamed to admit that I vape.
You stuttled. So you like
I actually just
you
forgot about
thought
that
about
part.
saying it. You're like, oh, I get my coffee, and it's like, Ed, you vape. Come on, you fucking
No, I actually
do.
realized I wasn't going to go there. I was going to say I would go to the shitter, but I said that anyway. But yeah, no, look, yeah, have a vape. It used to be like when I was smoking like cigarettes. Yeah, well, we've talked about this.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that first fucking drag of your ciggy with your coffee in the morning when you wake up. That's whew.
Yep. It was for when I got to work. For me, when I got to work, I had a coffee, had that first cigarette before I started work. Work in hospitality, it kills you. I don't think I've known anyone to go through hospitality and not smoke. I honestly, I think honestly, I think I started picking up smoking from hospitality just because I knew I could take more fucking smoke breaks. Yep, and I'd say 60 to 70% of people who did take up smoking while working in hospitality will say the same thing, so they could take more fucking breaks. Because you need them. Be selfish. You should be given those.
Be selfish. Start smoking.
So last week we were talking about addictions, and then we get to the break, and I go, "Oh, thank fuck! I really need a nicotine hit."
I forgot about that.
I might clip it. I don't know. Anyway, funny.
No,
good shit. All right. Well, yeah. Moral of the story: be selfish. Go and look after yourself. It's really important for your mental health. It helps us. So if you're not doing it enough, go and do it. It'll really help. It helps you hit your goals. Like you said, it works in with your mindset. You got a clear mindset. You're going to make clear decisions. You're going to make better decisions. You're not going to blow up at people either. It can help your anger. It's helped my anger. There's just so many things that it can really help. So yeah, really wanted to touch on it this week. So I'm glad we did. Did you bang your knee?
Just kneecap the
Yeah,
desk. Yeah.
awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, and like I guess we offered two very different levels of being selfish too. So I binned a whole weekend. I was like, nah, I ain't doing shit with no one. And you're saying that you like to have like a bit of a selfish routine where you don't do anything until your needs have been met in the morning. Yeah. And yeah, that's really good because it doesn't always have to be such a big extravagant kind of like, nah, I'm not talking to anybody, I'm not doing anything. It can be just as simple as I'm not dealing with life until I've gotten up, had a piss, had coffee, had breakfast.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to start dealing with things.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, it's good.
Very important.
And it doesn't have to be at the start of the day either. Like, maybe some people might do it at the end of the day, a before bed routine. Yep. I'd say lots of people probably have that sort of thing. Not for me, like mine will be completely different every night, but some people might do that and that might help them. So, yeah. Anyway, good chat. Yeah. All right. Word from our sponsors, I guess. We must. Yeah. All right. Here's a quick word from our sponsors. We'll be back in a sec. The Pain in Our Head podcast is proudly sponsored by Music Magic Co. and Brisbane rock band The Flying Circus. Visit the links in the podcast description for more information. Back to the show. Welcome back to this week's episode of the Pain in Our Head podcast. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for listening, watching on YouTube, however you're consuming this. We appreciate all the feedback. We're getting some great feedback. I was gonna do it earlier when we were talking about food. I was gonna shout out to my mate Matt, who does listen to the podcast. Thank you, Matt. But reason being is I'm going to throw you under the bus here, Matt. We call him Hoover, and people never understand why we call him Hoover. But just because we couldn't believe how well Matt can throw down some food. Anyway, Hoover, if you're listening, thanks for listening to the episode, and keep fighting the good fight. I don't know.
Keep sucking down that food.
Anyway, we're talking about being selfish, which is awesome. great topic that kind of coincides with a lot of the other things that we've spoken about in regards to mental health on the show. So yeah, go be selfish this week. And as well as that, Chuck, in the comments, we'd love to know what sort of biscuits you like to eat. Because we talked about some of the biscuits that we like to eat at the start of this episode. So let us know what you like. What are the sort of biscuits you like doing? Do you dunk? Are you a dunker? What do you do with the biscuits? Do you snap them in half?
I've just got to, shut up. I just got to clarify. Ginger nuts are like those ones that you get in the big variety packs, aren't they? Like the little round biscuits and like kind of thin.
I didn't know they were. I didn't know they were in variety packs. I usually just get the straight up like full pack of ginger nuts. Yeah, they're the little round biscuits with the
on you fucking ginger.
little bit of sugar on top. Terrible. All right, let's chat about some music. All right, music. Look, I'm sorry, I still haven't changed what I've been listening to. I listened to an I Prevail song came up the other day. Hurricane, that goes off. Really like
and then I got you to listen to Hurricane by
Electric
Callboy.
That also goes off. That goes off really hard. That was awesome. So yeah, actually, I mean,
I can shout out to Electric Callboy. They're amazing.
Yeah, I appreciate a lot of that music. It's cool. Yeah. Well, I after listening to the I Prevail song, I was like, you know what? That's not bad. I should listen to some more because they're coming to Brisbane soon with Parkway Drive. Yeah. Not a massive fan of Parkway Drive. Like, I think their stuff's good. Like, but
I don't know. They got some real fucking bangers. They got some real fucking bangers. Like, there's off their, I want to say New Horizons album. So, like, this is like old Parkway Drive.
Okay.
And I think it's like Siren Song and Carrion are both fucking amazing. There's like this one part where he's just like, there's blood in the water, and it's just like, it's heavy as shit, and it's just this massive breakdown, just like every time.
Okay, I got to listen to some more of them. Yeah, I think I do want to go to the show. I want to go see Parkway Drive, and
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, cool. They're
one of my
Australian tourists.
Interested. So.
They're going all the way around. Yeah, cool.
I just like to see Parkway. I haven't seen Parkway.
Okay.
I missed the opportunity to actually see them before they were huge.
Right.
They came to Bundy and played at like the PCYC.
Yeah, wow.
Like an all ages gig, like when I was a fucking teenager, and I didn't go. I was just like, because I never went to gigs, so I was just like, nah.
Yeah.
And then now I'm like older, I'm kicking myself because I could have seen Parkway Drive like before they were huge.
It's always good to see a band before they're massive. Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll start a band and we'll become massive.
Oh yeah, give it a crack. Well, I was going to bring up a song this week that I didn't really have anything to do with being selfish, but it's quite a full-on, mental health song. This song is.
You're being selfish by choosing a song that you want.
I am.
It's got nothing to do with the episode. You just want to
share it because I haven't spoken about my love for Nirvana on the podcast yet. I haven't, and I know you disagree. This is awesome. We're having a great chat around this.
No. I'm not disagreeing with your love for Nirvana. It's just funny because if someone looked at you on the street, they were like, "Yeah, he likes Nirvana."
No, you wouldn't. Oh, you reckon they would? You reckon you'd look at me? Really? Why? What gives that away?
You just do.
Yeah, okay.
You just do.
I'm a big fan of Dave Grohl. Massive fan of Dave Grohl. As a drummer, obviously he was a drummer. He was the drummer for Nirvana. So, I think when I was younger, a big reason of why I liked drums so much and why I wanted to, be a drummer, I guess, was a lot of Nirvana's music. Really, really I love grunge drums. It's and grunge is probably my favorite genre. I think I spoke about this, first off. I love metal. I love all different types of music, but grunge is where my heart's at. And
what about Phil Collins?
Yeah, I like Phil Collins. Yeah. I appreciate the ability to play drums like that and sing at the goddamn same time. Anyone who can play drums and sing at the same time, well done. It's not easy.
His son's a really good drummer too.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Lots and lots of really good drummers. So yeah. So anyway, I love Nirvana. I binge them. I've listened to them my whole life, and that's one thing I wish I could see live. You know, because I'll never see it live. Obviously, you know, Kurt Cobain and well, they're not not a band anymore. But you know, I get upset because I would have really loved the opportunity to see Nirvana live. So
He shouldn't have lied in that song, should he?
what's that? You shouldn't have lied in that song.
Yeah. I don't have a gun.
Well, yeah, he shouldn't have lied, but he did. Anyway.
That's pretty dark.
That is dark, yes. Well, I wanted to, there's lots of obviously lots of Nirvana songs, lots of great songs. One of my favorites is probably All Apologies. I really love that song. One of my other favorite bands, Seether, they've got a recent song that came out with their last album. I can't think of the actual song off the top of my head, but they pay a little bit of a homage to All Apologies. So really, really cool. I know Sean Morgan's a big Nirvana fan as well, and I'd say a lot of his music would have been influenced by Nirvana. I would say they do a cover of a Nirvana song. It's awesome. No, the Nirvana song that's used for the Batman movie. Fuck, what's that called? That's going to kill me now. I'm gonna have to find it, but say they do a cover of it, and it's awesome. Absolutely fucking awesome. But yeah. Batman. I love Batman. I'm not gonna lie. Absolutely love Batman.
No. Fat Man.
Something in the Way. You heard that one? No. Something in the Way. No. Okay. Anyway, they do a cover of that, and that's a great song. That's in.
Who sings that song?
Nirvana.
Yeah, let's keep it that way.
I'm gonna add, just in spite of you, to our podcast playlist. I am adding Something in the Way by Nirvana, Something in the Way by Seether, and I'm adding All Apologies. Just in spite of you, I am adding all three of those songs to the playlist this week.
I'm so sorry.
It's funny. That's right. That's okay. There's going to be there's hopefully lots of listeners that are listening right now who are going, "Fuck yeah, Nirvana's awesome." So if you do like Nirvana, please put it in the comments because I'm feeling a little bit.
They're probably
a little bit left out right now.
They're probably actually thinking, "Fuck, Christian's a cunt." Someone dropped that line on me one day when I was gaming. I was humming along to a song. No one was there. Like, everyone was AFK. No one had come back. And I was just listening to YouTube while I was waiting for everyone to come back. And I thought I was in the clear, and I was just humming along to a song. And one of the guys had come back, said nothing. And he's like, "Oh, that's a cool song. Who sings that?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't remember what it was." I was like, "Oh, so and so." He's like, "Yeah, let's keep it that way." I was just like,
oh shit!
Ow. So I use that line on people now. I never mean it. It's always just a joke, but it's such a fucking good call.
It's a brutal call, especially to someone who really likes singing. So I can't imagine that person is allowed in your Discord anymore. No, I don't know.
No, I actually have zero contact with that person for other reasons. They're an absolute piece of shit. So I had to bring that up one day. Great. But yeah, no.
Anyway, look, All Apologies by Nirvana. I love the song. It's a great song. It's a very simple song. I mean, a lot of Nirvana songs are simple. And I mean that in the best way possible. They're grunge. The lyrics are usually, short. There's not a lot of lyrics, to a lot of grunge songs, especially Nirvana songs. But it's a great song, and it's about just not feeling good enough. Obviously, he must have been feeling that. Good old Kurt, but Anyway,
Well,
so
that's the thing. Like, music doesn't have to be overproduced or overly technical to be good. Like, you can write a simple as fuck song and it's still a song, and if people enjoy it, then great. Like, sometimes you might just enjoy listening to a drummer just stomping a fucking 4 count out and just simple hats and snare. Like, there's no drum rolls, there's no technical fills. You don't have to play a 7-string guitar that you just finger banging the fretboard for 7.5 minutes. Sometimes it's just nice to be able to sit back and enjoy a simple song.
yep. I really like that because as a drummer, some of the best drums are the most simple drums. Doing simple drums and doing it well is harder, I think, than doing complex drums. Like, just way harder. There's a drummer who does it perfectly, like perfect example, really, really well, is Jonathan Moffat, or Sugarfoot, as he's called or referred to. Do you know who he is?
I've heard of him. Yeah.
He was the drummer for Michael Jackson. Yep.
Huh?
Yep. And you think about Michael Jackson songs, like, they're awesome songs, they beat it. But how simple is that beat? And just so effective. So, yeah, that's what sometimes simple is better. Stick with simple.
Well, it's like we were talking about the other day. We were trying to think of a U2 song. U2 songs are simple as shit. But good songs. Like, I think I said Vertigo when you were trying to remember a song. I was like, Vertigo. And that song's simple as shit. Like, I used to play the bass line on that, and it's just the same thing over and over again. But it's catchy, it's fun, and fuck you. I enjoy it.
That's it.
We don't have to add that song into the playlist.
I wasn't going to.
I guess now I'll talk about my song.
Yeah, chat about your song.
Okay. So my song is Fallout by Sleep Theory. And like Caleb, it doesn't really have anything to do with being selfish, but it's just a really fucking good song that I came across in the last week, and I love it. It's kind of bringing back, sorry, I'm a bit gassy, bringing back like early 2000 metal, like kind of, it's just coming back, all right? It's fucking coming back. And I'm here for it. I'm absolutely here for it. And, yeah, it's got a good mix of cleans and screams and nothing too technical. It's just fun. I enjoy the shit out of it. And it's got good lines too. Like, I guess it's about like a post breakup and like remembering someone that you don't really have fond memories of now. And it's good. Like, I guess the message kind of like, for me, kind of hits home. Like, obviously I've spoken about, I've had like a few dodgy relationships. So it's, kind of remembering the bad side of someone. It's like, shit, wrong button. No!
Is that the song?
Yeah.
Oops.
I tapped the screen and it started playing. Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to get the lyrics up and it just started playing. So the chorus, and it's like, I never told, or the pre-chorus, I guess, is like, I never told you, it's a feeling I remember too. It's how I feel when I see you. And we just fall out. Let me go. I can't take this. Break down. Let me leave you in pieces right now. Took me too long to see this because who I am got buried beneath it. And it's like, I was like, that shit stands out to me. It's like, obviously, that situationship that I had there for a couple of months, that was a very much, don't have the best memories of that now. And so when I do interact with that person, because I still talk to them sometimes, it's like, that song just reminded me of like, remember how they made you feel?
Mm.
Oh yeah, I do.
That's right.
Like, oh yeah, thanks for that. It's like I forgot about that shit.
That's good. Good when music can do that for you.
Yeah, it's always. I don't know about you, but I always find that when shit goes wrong, I always discover a new song. Always. Always discover a new song that just absolutely stands out to whatever the situation is. And I'm like, fuck, I can relate to that.
Yeah.
Every time. Every fucking time.
Yep. No, I agree. It does. You find it might just be a song. It might be an album.
Yeah, well, it's funny you say that because so when shit went really bad for me last August, like we've spoken, you and I have spoken about it, obviously. I absolutely smashed Beartooth. And it's funny because the lead singer is also called Caleb. And
good name.
I like it. It's a good name.
Thank you.
I do like it. It's a good name.
Appreciate
I like it. Yeah. And it's better than Christian. I fucking hate my name. I fucking hate it.
Does anyone call you Chris?
No, do not call me Chris. It's funny, right? I'm so sick of people asking me to repeat my name when it comes to like ordering food, like phone orders, face-to-face orders. Like, oh, can I get a name for that? I'm like, yeah, Christian. And they're like, sorry, what was that? I'm like, Christian, like the religion. They're like, oh, okay. So I just got sick of it. So I just say Chris. But don't call me fucking Chris. Everyone that I interact with gets the same thing. It's like, I will refer to myself as Chris when it comes to ordering things, but don't call me Chris. I fucking hate it. I don't know why I hate it, but I fucking hate it. And never call me Penny.
Oh, really?
Never.
Fair enough.
Do not refer to me as my last name. I will actually like bitch slap you into the ground for that one.
I feel like you got a lot of
hate it.
pent up rage. We're gonna have to talk about this in another episode.
Yeah, well, the whole Penny thing comes from bullying.
Yeah, okay. I thought so that might have been
people
the
would call me Penny. Yeah, when they were bullying me, it was always Penny, Penny, because it's a girl's name, and you know. So I hate it. I fucking hate it. Just, no, don't call me Penny. I'll forgive Chris,
but not Penny.
Yeah, not Penny. No. But anyway, that went sideways.
Well, I know what you're talking about, though. Yeah, it can be an album sometimes. I remember back in 2017 when the release Poison the Parish. Oh, I was going through a rough time. It was awful. And it just like, I listened to the album and it was just like every song. I was just like, oh, wow. Yep, that's how I'm feeling. Next one. Yep, that's how I'm feeling. Next one. And it just kept going. And I've got some fond memories of that album, Poison the Parish. And actually, it's a love-hate because, as you know, I love Seether. I'd never not listen to them. But sometimes I'll listen to some of their songs from Poison the Parish, that album, and it'll bring up those awful, awful times.
Yeah.
So it's a love-hate.
Yeah.
Love-hate.
Well, that's like, it's funny how you mentioned that because so I smashed like, I think it was 2 Beartooth albums at that stage. I don't think the newest album had come out. So it was 2 of their albums and I just smashed them over and over again. And I was like, I relate to this. I relate to this. And then now when a Beartooth song comes on, like if I'm in a, I don't know, different kind of mood to when I listen to it, I'll be like, I really like this song, but it reminds me of when I was in that shitty position and I just skip it. Even though they're really fucking catchy songs and shit, some of them, it's like, yeah, fuck yeah, it's a great song. But I'm just like, I don't really want to think about that right now. So, and you know, there's other bands like that where you'll find a song and like Him, I got introduced to Him by the chick that I was living with. And now I the first time I heard Wings of a Butterfly, like I played it on repeat for like 3 days. That was all I listened to. Like, this song is the best thing I've ever heard. Why have I never listened to him before? And we were going to talk about that actually. My kind of, but we don't need to we can go into that next week. I'm a bit of an asshole when it comes to big bands.
Oh, yes. Oh, about the whole, yes. Yeah. Chat about that next week.
Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, and I can't listen to that song now.
Okay. It's interesting.
Because I hate her. It's like, it just reminds me of her introducing me to that song and how excited I was to hear it. And, we'd listen to it together and shit. And now I'm just like, I hear it and I'm like, fucking skip.
Yeah, it is. It's a love-hate, isn't it, sometimes? But, but beautiful thing, music. The fact that it can do that, make us remember bad times. It can also help us remember good times, and then it can help us through bad times. So it's, love it.
How do you feel about funeral songs? People that play songs at their funerals. Because that could totally fucking kill a song for you.
I'm okay. I think I'm okay with it. It's I like it because I feel like it's, you've gone through your whole life. Okay. Different if maybe you've passed away from unforeseen circumstances or whatever it might be. You might not even have. You're not the one choosing the song, right? So like, I would want to be like putting it down, like in writing, like this is the song that's played at my funeral. I really like that because that's. Especially like say you've grown up, you've lived a long life, and you pass away of old age or whatever it might be, in your later years. You've gone your whole life, you've listened to thousands and thousands and thousands of songs, and you chose.
I reckon millions.
Oh, probably millions. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, shit, yeah. And you chose one. And that song, that one song, is what you want to play you out. I think that's beautiful. I think that's just, and I know, okay. So when people hear that song, like, after you've passed and, family and stuff might get upset, but I try to turn it and go, no, I'm not upset by hearing this. Yeah, okay, I'm upset because it reminds me that person's passed, but I listen to it and I go, you know what? They loved this song and they loved it for a reason. And now I love this song because they loved it and it meant so much to them, and they listened to so many different songs, and this was the one song that they wanted them to play, like to play them out. And I think that's a real beautiful thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. But like, I guess you and I have spoken to it about it before, where it's like the whole like BPD processing thing. It can be it gets out of sight, out of mind. So like if it gets brought back up again, it's fresh for me.
Yeah.
So, someone has died and I'm really sad about it. I process it, I move on. But then the song that was played at their funeral gets played, and I'm like, like they've just died again.
Yeah. No, I can see that.
That's how I see it.
And I'm sure lots of people, the same as well. But, yeah. No, I like it. So, sorry, long answer with your short question. Yes, funeral songs. I am constantly I constantly have changed over the years too. Like, I've always thought, yep, this is going to be my song that I want played at my funeral. Yep.
I wanted Dig by Mudvayne for years, just so people had to listen to Dig, just getting blasted.
That's amazing.
Now it's probably No Cock Like Horse Cock.
You would do. So you
would. Absolutely.
But that's the thing, though. Like, if you that would make sense. And that song, like, okay, so you went past away or whatever, but that song came up, and it would remind me of you passing. I'd be super upset, but at the same time, it would make me laugh. And that's you. True. That's like something, because I would, that's the type of person you are, is like appreciating, making someone laugh, and that would ring on for eternity. It's just a beautiful thing. I think it's such a cool thing. Funeral songs, big yes for me. Yeah, Let me know in the comments. I
Yeah,
want to know.
okay.
I actually really am interested by it. So if you've had someone pass or they've had a song play, I want to know what it was and what your thoughts are on it and what you would like to have as your funeral song. That's a great fucking question. Awesome.
Such a morbid
It is a
question.
morbid question. It is.
What do you want played at your funeral? It's like,
But
I'm never going to die.
Forever Young.
Oh,
That would
God,
be
that's
awful.
so fucking overdone. So many people played that when I was like, when that song came out.
Yeah.
Like, oh God, it's fucking horrible. But heaps of people died. And like that I knew, and yeah, it's like so many people would have that song. Like,
Yeah, overdone. No.
It's like, oh, congratulations! This fucking 12-year-old girl just died, and that's the fucking song you choose to play at the funeral. Like, fuck you, man. Be original.
Yeah, choose something specific to you. Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah. I guess you don't expect a 12-year-old girl to die, so she's not going to have a fucking funeral song.
Yeah, you prick.
Damn it. Fuck.
That's okay.
I'm an asshole.
A little bit. But, well, yeah, we were talking about that, like, you know, sometimes you're not going to have the choice, and that sucks. That's my worst fear. That's like one of my worst fears, not being able to have the choice for my funeral song.
My worst fear is getting fucking buried alive. I'm going to get cremated.
Just to make sure the job's done.
They're fucking A.
I can understand that.
Terrifying.
It's scary. Terrifying.
My worst fear is zombies. I am fucking terrified of zombies.
Really? Oh, I think I would thrive.
I would thrive, but I'm terrified of them.
The supernatural is what gets me more, like the supernatural sort of shit.
Yeah, demons don't worry me. I got plenty of them.
That's heavy. All right. That's a great way to finish.
All right.
We'll ramble on. Thanks for listening. Go and check out our YouTube if you're listening on Spotify. Or don't. I don't really. Oh, I mean, you know, whatever you want to do. But leave a comment.
I don't really care. I guess you fucking do.
I do. I care. I'm hurt by it. Go listen. Look, it's great. We have so many people sending so many comments privately, which is nice. Put it on the YouTube. Put a comment on the YouTube. Start interacting. That would be great. We do respond. Yeah, well, think about it. We do respond. We try to anyway. I'm pretty sure we respond to everything. If we haven't responded to you, I'm going to feel like a dickhead and an asshole. So call me out. But I'm pretty sure we've responded to everything.
Like, Caleb, you're a dickhead and an asshole.
Thank you. All right. Thanks, everybody. Next week, we're chatting about... Oh, I didn't prepare this earlier. No, if we've got it. We know what we're talking about. Let me just look.
Yeah, we've got like 6 episodes ahead.
We're golden.
Don't have
Beautiful.
list.
Next week, we are talking about lifestyle and mental health. That's going to be interesting. We're going to talk about lifestyle and how it can affect your mental health and lifestyle choices, that sort of thing. Yeah, interesting topic. So we're looking forward to that. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for listening to this episode. And until next week, it's okay to not be okay.
Peace.